Chair calls Kathryn Robb. Kathryn, I have you here on behalf of yourself and the Children's Justice Campaign testifying for House Bill 748. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Okay.
Thank you for hearing my testimony today. I am the National Director of the Children's Justice Campaign. I have testified in over 35 states for any type of child protection legislation. But I'm also here as a survivor. I was abused by a family member starting when I was about age 7, and it ended when I was about 14.
Thank you.
So I do bring the voice of a survivor to all of my testimonies across the country, and I understand, not just based on the research and the data that I testify on, but I understand anecdotally and I understand personally that when victims are sexually abused as children, as we know the data tells us, that it takes years, decades, if not a lifetime, to come forward because they are silenced. They are silenced by shame and fear and intimidation and threats. So to allow victims, when they finally come forward, to have a voice, to again silence them in protecting bad actors and institutions, to me, is simply outrageous. I speak to survivors all over the country and all over the world. Almost 100 a month I speak to survivors. But what's most painful is when I get calls from family members telling the story that Elizabeth just shared here about the loss of a family member who could no longer bear the burden and the pain of keeping this secret, and then again to be tied up in an NDA. And I want to make it clear to this committee that yes, survivors like myself and those that have spoken here, it's important for our healing that our voice is not once again snatched from us. It's important for our healing. It's important for other survivors to see that yes, you can do this. You can come forward. But I'd say that almost equally important, if not more important, and I say this as a reasonable woman, not just as an attorney and an expert in this field, but also as a mother of 5 and a recent grandmother, that NDAs protect bad actors. They protect the perpetrator, right? Secrets don't help children, right? So I think of this in a forward way as well, not just that it's helping survivors have their voice and have their healing, but the children of Texas will be safer because these secrets are not covered up in an NDA. And as Elizabeth said earlier, these are not typical tort cases. These are not contract cases or slip and fall cases or trade secrets or confidential secrets in a business. That's not what we're talking about here. Let's be really clear. We are talking about covering up secrets about the rape of children, the sodomy of children, the sexual assault of children. And if we allow our bodies of leaders like you here to allow them to be covered up, then the children of Texas are no longer safe. Because I have never seen a secret that benefits a child. And it is time, and I thank you, Chairman Leach and Vice Chair Johnson, I thank you for supporting this legislation because it will indeed make the children of Texas safer. I'm happy to take any questions.
Thank you.